achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves. Happy Monday, everybody. It's the Black Pill Podcast. Yes, sir. Start of the work week, man. We got a good show for you guys, man. Hit the like button. We streaming on 6 platforms. What up? YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, X, I messed up, Twitch, and Kick. What up, everybody? Yes, sir. And like I said, we got a good show for you guys today, man. So Tory Lanez lawyers are officially, I wouldn't say deliberating because I don't think that's the right terminology, but Tory Lanez lawyers today in court have exposed some errors in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting trial. Ninja.
What the hell?
Yes, sir.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
sir.
No way.
Yes, sir. And we got a good show, like I said, man. Hit the like button. Answer the poll in the chat. We got a poll in the chat on YouTube, and the rest of the chats can follow suit. Chat, do you think Tory did what he was accused of? Vote and tell us what you think, and answer choices are as follows. Tory S *** T Meg. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together, right?
But what the hell, boy?
You can put 2 and 2 together. There's missing evidence and there's 3 sides to a story. So let us know what you think in the comment section. Also, guys, comment whose side you're on, man. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. No disrespect to Megan. We see victims here on the Black Pill, okay? But yeah, comment. Let me put this in the chat too. Comment Team Umbrella or Team Megan. Comment Team Umbrella or Team Megan and answer the poll in the chat, people. Let me pull myself up. Where we at, man? It's Monday. I ain't take a nap. I said, you know what? No more taking naps. Why am I sleeping? I'm not rich yet, okay? I said it. I ain't rich yet. Hold up. We in the building, Ninja. Gang. What's up? If I look a little bit yellow, it's the light, Ninja. Past that, I did line up my beard, or I tried to. I didn't do it too well. I didn't have my actual clippers that I need to make it sharp. But I cleaned up a bit. I had to clean up. You know what it is, man. Hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat. Let me pull myself up. Hold on. Let me pull up my advertisements. All right, so before we get started, quick disclaimer, people. Everything you see is for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. Don't shoot the messenger, Ninja. Don't shoot the messenger. If the stream is lagging, I apologize. You know, I'm balling on a budget. I do what I does. Hit the like button. Donate to us at $BLACATOM. That's my Cash App, of course. If you can't donate there, Ninja, donate to us on Ko-Fi. If you can't donate, Ninja, like I said, hit the like button and participate. Shout out to the people back at the crib that see me on Facebook. What up, gang? Shout out to all of y'all. What's up, KB? Shout out to KB. Man, KB, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey. What's up, KB? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I thought, bro, I ain't gonna lie, KB. KB, you know what I thought, bro. Okay? Not to be dark, but you know what I thought. Hey, man, shout out to KB. You know what I thought, bro. But I'm happy to see you here, man. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to AO. I think AO is busy right now, but shout out to AO if AO pull up, and shout out to KB. I appreciate y'all, man. I love both of you. Yeah, hey, KB, you know why you laughing, bro. I know you know why you laughing. Yeah, man, I thought it was curtains, Ninja. You know, KB, hey, man. KB, I'm not going to put your business out there, man. But, yeah, Ninja, I thought it was curtains, Ninja. I said, damn, time to make these prayers. Besides the point, man, we got a good show. Like I said, she put a smile on my face. Yeah, man, y'all hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat, and we're going to get right with it, man. We got a good show today. Yeah, like I was saying, shout out to the people that see me from the crib. Now Ninja, listen, just because we follow each other on Facebook, okay, that don't mean I rock with you, bro. All right? Let's just put that out there. We going to put it on the flow. We was young when we was young. We grown now. Don't be hitting me up. Don't pull up to the stream if I don't rock with you like that. You could watch. But don't hit me up. Like I always say, don't hit me up talking about what's good. You know, I rock with the people I rock with. Y'all know who y'all are, and y'all know who y'all is. But if I don't really rock with you like that, if we ended on bad terms or whatever, we good. You feel me? You don't got to say what's good to me. We cool. It's all love. But you feel me? You stay on your side of the fence. I'm going to stay on my side. That part. Okay? Now, I ain't going to say no names because I don't like people in my business. But like I say, it's all good. But stay on your side. I'm going to stay on my side. I do what I does over here, and you do what you do over there. You dig? All right, man. Let's get right with it, man. Let's hop into this show. Where is Instagram? Oh, yeah. So before we get started, like I said, quick disclaimer, man. Everything you see is for social media commentary purposes only. Don't shoot the messenger, my ninja. Don't shoot the messenger. Past that, we practice dark humor on this show. I am Black Adam, no pun intended. Beethoven loved all colors to cheat things out of mind. With that being said, anybody could get this work. And it's all good. Like I say it with love because I love the world. Shout out to Diddy. Diddy said, I love it all, man. I love it all. I love the world. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Alphabet Brigade and the LGBTQIA+. Yeah. Shout out to them ninjas.
Brother,
Shout out to the ninjas. Who else? Shout out to the BBW women's. Yeah. Shout out to all of y'all. I love y'all too. And look, like I said, I'm 260. So don't shoot the messenger. All right, man, let's get started. Like I said, everybody got the same social media, but we all have different algorithms. Here's a bit of my algorithm and the core. Shout out to the core. The core is my fan base. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves. We do this for y'all, man. Shout out to Miley Cyrus. She's not related to the show, but that's the first thing that popped up on my feed. Let's go to an Adam experience. All right, let me see. First things first, we got Sean Kingston, man. We're going to have a lot of Law & Order with Black Adam today, or Coley Blues with the news. Pick your poison, ninja, but Law & Order with Black Adam, people. So we discussed this already. This is just an update. Yeah, we got Sean Kingston being sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for fraud. Ninja. So he's been sentenced to 42 months in prison after being convicted along with his mother in a $1 million federal fraud scheme earlier this year. And like I said, you know, I started contemplating because I was like, damn, Ninja, if a ninja could get $1 million to only do 3 years, is that a win? Is that a win? On August 15th, the crooner, what? Excuse me?
But what the hell, boy?
On August 15, the crooner appeared in South Florida court to learn his fate following his conviction at trial in March. According to the Associated Press, U.S. Judge David Leibowitz ordered Kingston, born Keyshawn Anderson, to be taken into custody immediately, despite the entertainment lawyer's the entertainer's lawyer, my bad, y'all, I can't see. The entertainer's lawyer requesting Kingston be able to self-surrender at a later date due to health issues. During the hearing, Kingston apologized for his actions. Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, were arrested following a raid on his South Florida rental mansion in May of 2024. Both were charged with conspiracy and wire fraud charges and accused of using Kingston's celebrity status to obtain luxury items which they never paid for. Yeah, man, scammers out here in these streets. Shout out to Florida. Florida is the ultimate place to scam. It's scam central out there in Florida, okay? I'm gonna say it like that. Following the trial in March, they were both found guilty of 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 4 counts of wire fraud. Turner was sentenced to 5 years in prison in July. XXL has reached out to Sean Kingston's attorney for comment. Let me play the clip. Here we go.
Well, we're content with the sentence. The judge didn't go for the 5-year sentence that the government asked for. Instead, the judge gave him 3.5 years, which is much lower than the guidelines. So we're happy about that part. I think the judge saw through the fact that this is not a typical fraud that you see in other cases, and most of the restitution was paid back.
But what the hell, boy?
My bad, I accidentally muted myself. I said, was it considered not the typical kind of case because he was he's a high profile person, or is it because he paid back the money? That's the real question. Here we go.
Most of the people were paid back, and I think that the fact that Sean has done so much stuff for other people in his life, and the fact that he's a good person and helped others, I think that also helped in the sentencing thought of the judge.
Man, look at this girl with the fat booty and the white dress, okay? And she got nice hair. What I was gonna tell y'all, hey man, money talk, bullshit walk out here in these streets, okay? When you got money, you can still, look, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this, okay? I know this is gonna make no sense, but you can, if you have money, let's say you got money, it don't matter if you got it dirty or clean. Once you have money, you can steal money and then pay for stolen money and get to keep the stolen money. Does that make sense?
But what the hell, boy?
Does that make sense? That's the world we live in, guys. And I tell you, at the same time, I'm a square out here in these streets. I'm a square. I'm not doing no kind of criminal activity. Hey, man, if you could make something shake, that's what we say back in the city. If you could make something shake, bro, make something shake, okay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make something shake if you could do that, and if you could get away with it. I personally think, and I'm not inciting you guys to do anything, I personally think I can't get away with it. Excuse me. I don't think I can get away with it, which is why I ain't doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I think I'm the type of ninja that's gonna get caught up. I done been in a deposition before. That shit is not comfortable. They get access to your phone records. I'm talking about if you looked up how to, like when I was in my deposition, and I'm not gonna speak about what it was on and what it was for, but what I will tell you is this. I had looked up like how it works and stuff, and they asked me about me looking up how it works. You feel me? And they was like, yeah, you try to set this up so you could win. And I was like,
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yep. Anyways, let's continue.
At the end of the day, I think 3.5 years is, with the First Step Act and everything, is not going to be a 3.5 year sentence at the end.
All right, so we'll keep you updated on that. Shout out to Sean Kingston. You're way too beautiful, girl. All right, we got Angel Reese pulling up to the front of the club. Shout out to Angel Reese. And shout out to DJ Act for the footage. Here we go, people.
For your boobs, I don't wear a bra, so yeah. I'm not wearing a bra. Whatever you want to call it, it is so tea. Like, oh my, it snatches the body up. It goes with red. It gives.
Whoa, no music. But yeah, look at your girl Angel Reese. Shout out to Sid. Shout out to Sid. Shout out to Sid with the big booty and a nice body.
So, well, I'm not wearing a bra. Whatever you want to call it, it is so tea. Like, oh my, it snatches the body up. It goes with red. It gives.
Yeah, that cheetah, man. Hey, something about that cheetah print. Okay. Now, believe it or not, I brought that piece of footage up for the boys, not for the ladies. Shout out to the Eves. Ladies, are you in here? Put a 1 in the chat if you're in here.
Hello.
I bought that for the boys because the guy said that I never, I don't cater to the men as much. And I told the men, I'm like, hey, I don't cater to you guys because you guys act like women now. You know, men have become women and women have become men in the sense of not so much like gender roles, but kind of like gender roles. So the way men used to act is what the women, the older women, taught the younger women, and now the younger women act the way that the men used to act, whereas now the men act the way, like the sins of the father have become the sins of the son. So the men, you know, we walk around kind of like shamed for being men because of whatever transpired when we weren't alive, right? Which is so weird. It's so weird. It's like you feel me? Like, I digress, you know. Like I said, the game is sold and not told, man. Donate to my Cash App, okay? Because it's not my job to save you ninjas, okay? Let me say that. It's not my job to save you ninjas because most of you ninjas, you try and sit there and have a conversation with a dude. This ninja sitting there trying to argue with you like a woman. I'm sitting there like this, ninja. So yeah, I just mind my business. That's why I gotta let y'all know always too, I don't speak for all men. That's what a dude told me. I speak for myself and for my fan base. Also, you know, we live in a world perpetuated by stigma. All I can say is, gentlemen, good luck. Hopefully you find your way. I found mine, ninja. Let's continue. Anyways, we got more Law and Order with Black Adam, people. We have Cornelius Smith taking the stand again and stating that Hernandez Govan provided him the gun used to slay young Dolph.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yep. So we discussed this briefly way back when, because I wasn't streaming, I think, when Dolph passed away. And rest in peace to Dolph. Long live Dolph. We brought this up today because, like I said, today is all about law and order. We'll let him tell it himself. Hey, man, gentlemen, like I said, in today's time, shout out to the Adams. Adams, pull up to the front of the club. Please form a circle. Gentlemen, do not go down this route, okay? Now, you can make some music and you can cap on the music. You don't have to keep it real in your music if you want to be a gangster rapper, whatever the case may have you. You don't have to keep it real. With that being said, don't do none of this bullshit that you see these people do. This is just an example to remind you guys, hey, it's not worth it because you're going to get caught and people are going to snitch on you. Unless you're doing a crime by yourself, it's not worth it to do the crime. Nobody is solid out here in these streets the way you think. Everything, or we can't say all, the terms we're governed by is some, not all. So the majority of the things that you hear, right? The majority of the things that you hear, whether it be in music, the visuals that you see, where you see somebody loyal and solid, think like Fast and Furious, where they were loyal to each other. They said, fuck the police. You know, Brian came in, and rest in peace to Paul Walker. Feel me? Listen to what I'm saying, guys. Brian came in and then, you know, he got Tyrese out and all that. Bro, that's not real. It's mental masturbation. Did y'all hear what I just said? Mental masturbation. So they're selling you an idea that sounds or looks appealing to the eyes and or appealing to the ears. Don't fall for it. In today's day and age, people are naturally fickle. I know, I hate to say it like that, guys. You know, shout out to my cousin. I'm not finna say his name on the stream. My cousin called me a nihilist, if you know what that is. And it's not that I'm a nihilist. I'm very pragmatic in my thinking. Now, being pragmatic is a double-edged sword, right? But at the same time, please believe me when I say male, female, they, them, zimzer. People are naturally fickle now. A lot of people are not solid the way you think. So for example, even me, use me as an example, because I don't speak for all men. I'm gonna use myself, and I'm not tooting my own horn, you feel me? I'm not like other men, right? That's what I've been told. So because I'm not like other men, don't use me as the example of all men are like me. I've been told I don't speak for all men. All men are not like me. So you see how I portray like this, carry myself as such, somewhat able to articulate myself. A lot of men don't have my same sentiments, okay? And I done dibbled and dabbed in certain shit. I've experienced a lot of life. I have a lot more to experience. I'm humble because of life. Life humbled me, and I've seen these things. That's me giving back, trying to contribute to society in a way where I turn around and tell the world, hey, you know, especially to the people that look like me, the younger versions of me, so on and so forth. Hey, man, hey, you know, you got to calm down. It's your emotions. You know, your hormones are raging. Catch yourself before you do something stupid. Most people are fickle. You don't want to be around these kind of people because these people will put you in the penitentiary. Now you got to sit there with a bunch of sausages and eggs, you know, just all around you, bro. Okay?
What the hell?
Ew.
Brother,
Yeah, me personally.
What's
hey,
that?
My bad. You know I'm pressing all the sound. Yeah, bro, I like the women too much, bro. I can't be around a bunch of you ninjas for the rest of my life, sitting there smelling you know, when ninjas don't wash themselves, they balls be stank, bro. Yeah, bro, I can't do that. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. Yeah, but I'm gonna let Cornelius say what he has to say. Here we go. And also, like I said, shout out to all the gangbangers, drug dealers, and shout out to the family of these people. Hey, man, say, man, bro. I'm a square. Please don't pull up on me talking about what's that shit you was talking, or what's good, or you trying to get gangster, ninja. Ninja, I'm gonna look at you like this, ninja. So please don't pull up to me, bro. I'm not a gangster. I'm just trying to teach the youth. Here we go.
Gun jammed over paper out, woo. Just in them went back.
And y'all hit the like button and answer the poll, please. Thank you.
Told Quick that me and Bobby so-called messed it up or whatever. So, you know, Quick was like, y'all had y'all masks on. Just them told him we ain't have our masks on. I ain't have my mask.
Your man knew that this was going on, and he asked
right,
you to have a
he the
mask.
one gave me the gun to go out there.
And he asked if you have a mask on.
I need to get a rat sound. What noise does a rat make? That's a good question. I need a rat noise. I'm gonna get a rat noise, but hey, man, I ain't gonna be the one to say ain't nothing wrong with rat and ninja. Don't rat, but like I said, there's a difference, gentlemen. Always remember, what you guys see on the net is not you. You may look at these people and look up to these people, right? But there is a fine line between civilian and then street ninja. So you could be mobbing through the streets, right? For example, right? I had to understand this coming up. Just because I grew up in the hood or in a lower socioeconomic position than some of my peers, that doesn't mean I was a gangster, right? Even then, just because I was hanging around gangsters, I was hanging around affiliated people. Yeah, I could say that. Don't kill me though. Don't kill me though. But yeah, I can say that. So yeah, I've been around affiliated people, a lot of affiliated people. But that don't mean I'm gangster. That doesn't mean I have to be gangster. I mean, if something goes down, I may have to stick and move. For example, they start jumping a ninja. If I don't jump in and jump these ninjas that's jumping my ninja that I'm with, you feel me? They gonna do me dirty when push come to shove, because that's how politicking work, right? But follow me, like I said. Just because you grow up in a certain position doesn't mean you have to participate. Now, I understand there's people that's born into the gang and all that kind of shit. But yeah, bro, like I said, fine line between civilian and street ninja. You don't have to be a street ninja just because you like looking at street ninjas. Street ninjas, you can be a civilian if you like to, right? You can get out the life. It starts here, okay? It starts here. You know it's Motivational Mondays. I'm dropping gems, people. Dropping gems. You gotta drop these gems for the youth. Let's get it.
Right, he asked me. And he was saying, like, Justin was telling him that we messed it up or whatever, and that's when Bob was like, he ain't doing nothing with nobody, he ain't getting involved in it or whatever, because we believe everything Justin them say, and, you know, at that time, we basically telling me, like, you with Johnson and you with Justin them, and you know what I'm saying, under the bid, you want to get this money. Since Bobby acting like he acting, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody, what did this ninja just say, bro?
What the hell?
What did he just say, bro?
Oh my
What the hell, bro?
No way.
Bro, I got no idea what that ninja just said, but let's continue.
I don't know what you said.
Since Bobby acting like he acting, he told me to get with Justin and them, you know, since Bobby had did that in the gun.
Hold on.
So Go Man told you to get with Justin?
Yeah, Quick told me to get with Justin.
Okay.
Shout out to all the hood ninjas that speak Ebonics. Ninjas, somebody in the chat, let us know what they said. Shout out to the men that find their way to my page. When y'all watching the playback, bro, let us know what this ninja said, because I don't know what that ninja said. For real, for real. Shout out to KB. KB said rewind. Because I don't know what, I don't know, bro. Here we go.
And what reason was he telling you to get with Justin?
So we could find one of the any artists to get this money, you know. And
so, what would GoBand gain out of you all getting a bounty or a hit on one of the paper route?
He was getting a cut out of it. You know, he supposed to got $10,000 for me.
No matter who you hit or if it was...
Nah, young dog, he supposed to got $10,000. I did $100,000. I did $50,000. I was getting, he was getting $10,000.
So throughout the summer, going into the fall.
All right, so basically they're just describing the hit and describing how much everybody is supposed to be paid out. Let's get it.
Did you and Justin and GoBand ever meet?
Yeah, we'll meet up over Quick House.
So GoBand told you to get with Justin?
Yeah, Quick told me to get with Justin.
Okay.
Now shout out to Memphis. I used to work with this ninja from Memphis, and I was like, yo, you see how Glorilla talk? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, do y'all really talk like that? He was like, yeah, we talk like that. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, ninja, say music. He was like, Merzik. I was like,
What the hell?
I was like, what?
No way, yeah.
I was like, why you talk like that, bro? He was like, that's just how we talk in the hood. I'm like, oh shit, this ninja dangerous. This ninja. I'm like, yo, you sound dangerous, buddy. He was like, nah, I'm real cool. I'm real cool. You know, he laughing and shit. I'm looking at that ninja like this. Gotta watch you, sir. Anyway, shout out to this comment right here. W comment. It said, R&B ain't dead. It just moved to the courtroom. That's a deep comment. Heavy. R&B ain't dead. It just moved to the courtroom. Deep shit, man. Deep shit. Let's continue. Anyways, in other news, for those of you who are new here, we discuss industry news, we discuss entertainment news, streamer news, all those kinds of things, man. It's a large scope, so you know you got to bear with me. I may not catch everything. Ninja. I'm one person, but I try to do my best. If I could do better, provide me with some constructive criticism. Don't come at me weird, because I'll block you. My block game is immaculate. Don't come at me weird. Also, shout out to the ninjas that watch my show too. Don't be promoting yourself on my show if you ain't donating not one time, okay? You can only promote Black Adam here. Shout out to my moderators. And moderators, if you see anybody promoting themselves in the chat and all that shit, nah, they gotta kill it. Only way they get to promote themselves is if they contribute to the show, either through donating or participating, and when I shout them out. So if, you know, they say something like, let's say, you know, Adam Black came on this show and I was like, damn, you know, he said something. And I say, shout out to Adam Black. There you go. Other than that, yeah, don't be promoting yourself in this show, bro. Cause you know, we about to take it through the roof. Okay. Anyways, like I said, industry news. So first things first, we got Carlissa. Shout out to Blueface, baby. All right. For those of you who don't know, Carlissa is Blueface's mother. And we have Carlissa wilding out on God's internet. Here we go.
Oh, mother character. I'm finna get in.
Oh.
It's my birthday, and I'm trying to be a young whippersnapper, honey. I'm trying to snap this whip and whip this snap.
Yo.
I don't even want to hear the word grandma, okay? Because I'm finna get into character. You hear me? I'm finna get into full mother character. I'm finna get in. Birthday.
My bad, y'all. I was trying to think of what to say, but she said a whippersnapper. Shout out to the whippersnappers. Shout out to the whippersnappers. Is that what the old people say? I don't know. Well, she's not old. Oh, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Shout out to the Cougars. My bad. My bad. But she's not really old. I mean, she got grandkids though. I don't know. At what point do you guys consider yourselves old? I look at life as 4 quarters. So I don't think I start getting old until I'm 75. I plan on living to over 100. Okay, that's just me though. That's the goal around here. Let's get it.
Hey, character, come get your kids, okay, man? I ain't nobody's grandmammy this week.
All right now.
Okay?
All right.
Sexy red this week. What? I told you I don't want you to call me grandma. My birthday is Saturday. Okay, my name's gonna be Tiffany this week. Okay, your grandma about to turn up. Matter of fact, my name's Sexy Red.
Now your name Tiffany. What's up, Miss Tiffany? Okay. Shout out to Miss Tiffany.
Can you say that? No. Say Sexy Red. No. Say it. Journey, tell them grandma's name is Sexy Red all week. Full mother character. I'm finna.
Hold up, we got more for you.
That Sexy Blue. Call me Sexy Blue.
Sexy Blue. Excuse me.
Call me Sexy Blue.
Yeah, you make her. Yeah. Yeah.
Call grandma Sexy Blue. Till next Saturday. Then you can call me grandma again, okay? I love
you know them kids sitting there like,
but what the hell, boy?
they like, hey man, shout out to the kids, man. Shout out to the kids.
the name, but honey, not this week. Not this week. Fuck that.
All right, shout out to Carlissa. She says she's gonna wild out. Happy early birthday or belated. I don't even know, but happy birthday. We got Young Miami. We have Young Miami confessing that she has got caught having fornication in someone else's bed back in high school. What? Back in high school?
Brother,
Let's hear about this. Here we go, guys. Listen to this.
We say take a shot if you ever had sex with somebody else's bed.
Everybody did that.
I don't think I ever had. I did have sex. Back in high school, though, one time, and I got caught.
You got caught.
Yeah, but I had to finish that.
I had to finish that.
Girl, about an uncle. Ooh. Hey! Let me close that door and let you finish getting it on. Maybe it's we already doing the fuck we stopping for.
We listen and we don't judge. Put a 1 in the chat if you ever got caught having fornication in somebody else's bed. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I done did some wild stuff. I'll tell you, you have to ask me privately about that one. Anyways, let's continue.
Already got, like what? I ain't gonna let you fuck up what the fuck I got going on.
What?
Fuck you. I ain't gotta come back over here.
What?
Right. Yeah. Oh, I got to call y'all back. Hold on.
All right, shout out to whoever sent us this video. I don't see the point. Remember, guys, when you send us videos, make sure these videos relate somehow to the show. Cause I mean, yeah, that one was a dud, Ninja. No disrespect though. I appreciate everybody sending us videos. Shout out to KB. KB said none of these girls are role models to the young girls coming up. W comment. Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They're role models. These women are role models to a certain type of woman, right? Different strokes for different folks. Everybody is a certain kind of player in this game we call life. Me personally, I live by the rules of J. Cole. Shout out to J. Cole, Jermaine Cole, if you will. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Okay? So, like I said, I leave it up to the ladies. Shout out to the Eves. I leave it up to the ladies to teach the women to be better. I realize women don't listen to men. I stand behind that. The only man that a woman will potentially listen to, and even then she doesn't listen to, is her father. With that being said, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, like I said, the women gonna do what they do. Gentlemen, iron sharpens iron. So we can only make each other better. Like I said, the thing with ninjas too is men are hard-headed as well. I use myself as an example. I don't listen to nobody, especially when they piss me off. After they piss me off, it don't matter what they say. The way my head works, once you piss me off, I don't want to hear anything you have to say. I'm like, hey, I feel like it's just useless information. It literally goes one ear and out the other. It actually irritates me to even think about it, to the point where I'll be like, yo, you don't even have to open your mouth. There's nothing more you need to say. That's just me though. Besides the point, gentlemen, come see this. This is a condom commercial right here. Condom commercial right here, okay? Condom commercial. Lady films herself collecting her first child support check. Here we go.
Hey, bitch. Look what I just got.
Yeah.
Long time coming.
Yeah, condom commercial. Yeah.
You know what? Let me open it with you guys. Oh my god. Fuck you, bitch. Oh.
With the baby right there. With the baby right there. But we not finna shame her. We don't shame women on here. We don't shame women on here. Here we go.
Pay to the order of Nikki Oviedo.
Oh.
Thank you, bitch.
Hey man, say man, shout out to the crazy people that be on the net, bro. Don't go looking up Nikki, whatever her name is. All right, don't do that, bro. I don't like that weird shit. I know it's a lot of weirdos on this thing we call the internet. Do not look this girl up. Leave her alone. This just went viral. It's the only reason why I came here. Here we go.
Kyrie, what do you want? Kyrie, what do you want to go buy? You want to go buy your Luigi costume? Say thanks, Dad. About time you start doing some shit, bum. I will never be that motherfucker's piece. Thank you for finally doing some shit for your son.
She said, I will never be that mother flipper's piece. Yup. Yup. Gentlemen, ring the Undertaker bell one more time. Gentlemen, be careful who you have kids with. This could potentially be your baby mother, okay? That's wild. That's wild, but I mean, it is what it is because nobody's going to tell her she's wrong. Here we go.
Round of applause, round of applause. Yeah, let me go ahead and endorse. Thank you.
Yep.
Hello? Yeah, I want to deposit a check. A child support check. I just gotta let these motherfuckers know.
Yeah,
It's a
she
beautiful
happy.
day today. Beautiful day to receive child support.
Oh man.
Oh my god, this is gonna be my jokey joke for the longest. You thought I had jokes before, bitch? We ain't seen nothing yet. You know, I wouldn't be me if I didn't have a White Claw to this. So, cheers. If you ever...
And gentlemen, like I said, be careful what you do today because you don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you. We're going to say 7 times out of 10, right? 7 times out of 10, you're guaranteed to make more money as you get older. Did y'all hear me? Okay? As a man, now ladies, like I said, I don't know the statistics with the ladies. I just know that I like to look at pretty women. Okay? Don't judge me. I'm not a pervert. I just like the way women look. Okay? You guys do too. So if anything, if you think I'm bad, you're bad too. Besides the point. But look, gentlemen, like I said, gentlemen, you are more than likely 70% of the time, and I'm making up the statistic because I believe it's more, but you're more than likely guaranteed to make more income as you get older as a man, whether it's through experience, raise at a job, whatever the case may have you. Ninja, if you become a man of means, Ninja, for example, you get a girl, right? You know, she put you on child support. Shout out to your baby mama. She put you on child support. So let's just say we're going to give you an extreme unrealistic example because it's still feasible in today's society. Let's say you just say, man, fuck it, man. It's been a long day. You feel what I'm saying? I'm finna go to the gas station and I'm gonna go play the lottery. You go play you the lottery, right? When you go play you the lottery, you know, you just put whatever numbers and then you just, you know, you play 2 of the same ticket, right? And then you add the multiplier, the Powerball multiplier, whatever the case may have you. Boom. Next day come, you hit. You know, you shocked because you played the same ticket twice and you hit for the same ticket twice plus the multiplier. So let's just say you made 4 times the amount. Amazing. Right? Amazing. Once your baby mother finds out, and ladies, take the same sentiment and then reverse it with your baby dad. Now, there's not as many instances where a baby father is getting money from a woman, but it's still possible in today's time. So like I said, same thing. Like I said, if you turn around and win that money, she can take you to court and readjust the child support to match her living means with your living means, okay? So just keep that in mind. You don't know who you're going to be tomorrow and you're guaranteed to make more income. Be careful who you have kids with. Shout out to KB. KB said she's a single mom of 3 and never went for child support. She carried him, her responsibility for life. Shout out to you, KB. And like I said, now I understand the whole thing of, you know, ladies want child support. I'm not here to fight y'all on that shit. I'm just using this to reinforce my point and I'm paraphrasing, okay? This is not my fight because I don't have kids and I'm not on child support, right? That's not my fight. I'm just saying these are some of the pitfalls you may face in today's time, in today's day and age, in your personal reality. So keep that in mind when you're engaging in fornication with these women. So all you ninjas that like to, you know, treat women like Twinkies and whatever the case may have you, Yeah, Ninja, I said it, Ninja. Yeah, Ninja, you want to treat a woman like a Twinkie and all that? Hey, good luck to you. Good luck to you, brother. In my Hulk Hogan voice, brother. Here we go.
To take any advice from me, put your baby down on child support. Cheers.
And she said, cheers with it. Yeah, you know she happy. She said another one? DJ Khaled? Oh, another one?
Oh my god. Look at this
Another
shit.
one?
That says.
Another one?
Oh my god.
Another one?
Hey,
man,
bitch.
like I said, that W condom commercial, okay? W condom commercial. And like I said, gentlemen, y'all know I love the ladies, and I'm sure you guys, a lot of you have the same sentiments. Shout out to the Alphabet Brigade. I'm not talking to the men or the trans people that are part of the Alphabet Brigade. I'm talking to the ladies. Shout out to the ladies in the Alphabet Brigade. Shout out to the L in LGBTQ. Shout out to the L. I'm sure you guys have the same sentiment, but I'm sure we can all agree on this as well. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So be careful what you do, gentlemen and ladies and they, them. Let's continue. All right, in other news, we have these content creators rushed to a hospital after an SUV crashed into their restaurant that they were filming content at. So these content creators named Nina Unrated and Patrick Blackwood were rushed to the hospital after an SUV crashed into a restaurant where they were filming content. In an update, they explained that they were in complete shock, but both have reported they are okay after sustaining minor injuries following the incident. Now, I seen the footage before the show started, so I'm gonna let y'all know that, so I'm not reacting live. But Ninja, I'm here to tell you, ninjas, if you get hit like this, Ninja, you need to go to the doctor and say that everything is hurting, okay? Let me just say it like that, okay?
You need to leave.
Now, I'm gonna move this over so y'all can see it. Look at this, guys. Hold on. Here we go. Hold up. Look at this, people. Oh! Now listen to me, people. Listen to me, people. Now, I'm not inciting you guys. I'm trying to teach you guys that you have rights, right? You have rights in America that you're not aware of. Now, if you're in this kind of situation, my advice to you is to sue all parties involved or talk to a lawyer about suing all parties involved, okay? I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna run that back. I'm gonna run that back because these ninjas have this kind of footage of them getting hit by a car, and these ninjas really had the audacity to say, I'm okay. Oh, man, I mean, damn. Why can't, not that I would like to be in them situations, not that I set up accidents or whatever the case may have you, but why, I'm not saying why don't these things happen to me, but I'm gonna just say why. Let's watch it again. Here we go. Here we go. Shout out to KB. She said, I just scared the shit out of her. That's what I'm saying. So you have this kind of footage and you gonna sit there and say, we're okay. Fuck, man. Here we go. My bad, y'all. Let me put the volume down. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
What the hell? You need to leave.
Ninjas just got hit by a car. These ninjas just got hit by a car and proceeded to say, I'm okay. You supposed to say, thank God that I'm alive, but I'm in pain, ninja. What are y'all ninjas talking about, bro? You supposed to say, thank God I'm alive, but I'm in pain and I need to see every possible doctor and check for everything. So now guess what? You can turn around and still potentially get treated, but let's say they find something, they're going to turn around and try and tell you that they're not going to cover it because you're trying to make money off of them. You ninjas, boy. Damn. All right, let's continue. Here we go. So it's about to be loud, my bad, y'all. So the couple shared that they were okay, but still in complete shock. Look at this ninja.
I have glass all over my body.
Look, and y'all talking about y'all okay, bro. Y'all supposed to say y'all in pain. I got glass all over my body, inside my body. I'm in pain and document everything, ninja. What's wrong with y'all ninjas? Here we go. Look at this ninja.
I'm just blessed. Thank you, loyal. Thank you.
This ninja sitting here smiling, man. What the? Ninja, I could tell you ninja's never been an act. Ninja, you supposed to be sitting there. Well, I can't say what I want to say in case I ever get into an accident because they gonna think I'm gaming the system. But ninja, you guys did not handle this situation properly. But at the same time, we're thankful that you're alive and okay as well, okay? We are thankful that you are alive and well, but come on, ninja.
Universe.
Ninja.
I'm just blessed and grateful.
Now, I've been in some bad accidents, guys. I actually tore my ACL, my MCL in a bad accident. My car almost flipped. Airbags. I didn't even know they had airbags on top of the car. Airbag came out. My car was like, boom. Bad accident. And even when it happened, I was in shock too, ninja. And I waited and I was like, damn. And I realized I was in pain because I'm like, why am I still limping? And I'm like, oh shit. And I didn't know I tore my ACL and my MCL until afterwards. But yeah, ninja, it's like I say, man, you supposed to say, nope, I'm in pain and let them figure it out. Shout out to KB. She said it best, man. My neck, my back, my head, ninja. What are y'all ninjas doing? What are y'all ninjas doing? Here we go.
For everything, you feel me? What the?
Exactly. So that's where I say, look, the main thing is not that I'm trying to tell you guys to game the system. The main thing, and shout out to KB, she said in the chat, you're in shock. You don't know what's wrong yet. So assume that everything's wrong. It's like when you get a concussion. A lot of y'all never had a concussion before. If you play sports, when you get a concussion, you don't know that you got a concussion until people start asking you questions. You like, what the fuck are you talking about? You sitting there like this. And that's when you realize, or that's when the doctor realized, hey, you may have a concussion. You don't know until you know. They talk about CTE. You feel me? You don't know until you know whether or not you have a disease. You just be living life. Shout out to KB. She said, thank you, God, that you're still here with us. Yeah, man, it's a lot of times Black Adam could have been in the dirt, ninja. That's why I tell y'all, bro, like, we don't know when we're gonna die and shit like that. And that's why I live life not so much on the edge, but I try to add a little excitement. I'm more calmed down now because, like I said, my hormones aren't raging, so I'm not all over the place. But yeah, man, it's a lot of times I could have been Dunzo, ninja. A lot of times it could have been curtains. I just don't speak on it because I don't want people to be sitting there talking about, oh, I feel so bad for you. And I come and look at y'all and just like,
but what the hell, boy?
What's wrong with you? Yeah. So yeah, man, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, shout out to them content creators. Let's see what else we got popping off. We got Ruby Rose. This one's for the boys. Shout out to the ladies. So yeah, my brother used to tell me, shout out to Rich the Engineer. He used to tell me that he liked Ruby Rose, and I never understood the hype. And then I got a good look at her today, and I was like, damn. Damn, look at Ruby Rose. Sheesh. Shout out to KB. KB said I was in a bad accident with a girlfriend and wasn't looking up when she wrecked. I said ambulance quick. No shock, but she was. I guess something happened to her. Yeah, man, I'm telling you guys, go to the doctor, man. Look, I had another accident. This is why I tell you guys, you don't know the law like that. The police hit me, guys. Can you imagine? Did y'all hear what I just said? I had an accident. The police hit me. They turned on their light and hit my car full speed. Like, they went from 0 to 40 because, they car supercharged and shit. So I'm just driving. Boom. And this is recently. This is within the last year, people. Police hit me. Shout out to KB. KB said, is it all real? You know it's not all real. Yeah, it's not real. I don't think it's real. I don't know. Shout out to Ruby Rose. I don't think her body's real. But at the same time, like I said, ladies, don't use social media as the moniker. Because we like to look at this, but when push comes to shove, we like a natural woman. And I'm not saying Ruby Rose is not natural. I'm just paraphrasing, of course. But shout out to all the natural women. But yeah, so what I was saying. So yeah. So the police hit me, bro. The police hit me full speed, hit my ass. Boom. They brought the head of the police department. He came down, asked me if I'm okay, and they did all that to scare me and shit. And I should have said something was wrong, but I was like, nah, I kind of feel good. Afterwards, push kind of shove, You know, I start going to chiropractor and stuff because like my back locked up on me. They talking about they can't pay for anything because of police immunity, all this kind of bullshit. Mind you, the police department, no, the head of the chief of the police department, the head of the police department told me that they would cover all damages. So that's why I say don't trust these pigs. Shout out to the pigs though. But that's why I say you can't trust the police because they're being performative for their job. So they're doing what they have to do just so they don't get jammed up at the same time do their job. And they fucked up because like I said, they hit a civilian. But because they turn on their light, they have this thing, they have qualified immunity. I think that's what it's called. So that's why I tell you guys, you don't know the law. For example, when a police officer turn on them lights and they're engaging in action and whatever they do, they're basically protected. As far as I know, they're basically protected even when they make a mistake. They're generally protected. And that's why you got to be mindful because the average person doesn't know that. You don't know that once them lights go on, everything they do while them lights is on, they are protected. You're not. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. The more you know, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah. Ruby Rose, nice to look at. It don't matter if she fake. It's all good. It's just tough because, you know, when these girls get their body done and stuff and they face and stuff, not saying her, I'm just saying in general. Like, what do their kids look like them, bruh? Like, do their kids look like them? That's the real question. Besides the point. Anyways, y'all answer the poll in the chat. We're going to have a bunch of people watching the playback. Let's see. We got a couple more things to discuss. Then we're at the main event. First things first. We have the WNBA players. Shout out to the WNBA. We have the WNBA players turning down a deal that would have quadrupled their pay from the minimum $66,000 to $250,000 and a maximum of $250,000 to $1 million. And we're referring to their salaries. And everybody's asking what are their thoughts, and I think that was the dumbest thing they could have did. Well, actually, let me say it like this. I understand the vision. It's just the problem is they're not turning a profit, okay? I'm gonna say it. So I understand the vision in the sense that, hey, you know, if we turn around and take this deal now, when we try to negotiate for more money down the line in the future, they're gonna tell us, hey, we already took, you know, we gave you what we can give you, accept it or don't accept it. So they chose not to take the deal. But listen to this.
I think we can focus on our players in the union. We got a proposal from the league, which was honestly a slap in the face. And I think we really have to put an emphasis on the players that are in our league right now. But I love to see the league growing. I think, you know, adding these teams in Philly and Detroit, like that's how amazing is that the league can grow. But
now shout out to her. I don't know her name, right? Shout out to her. I don't know her name. What I do know is this. You know, to say that the deal that they gave you was a slap in the face when you're not turning a profit, Ninja, that makes no sense, bro. That makes no sense. They're giving you free money. It's like, for example, it's like for somebody to come up to me right now as a music artist, right? And say, hey, you know, I seen you haven't been making as much music because, you know, you're trying to get your bag right and everything. I want to sponsor you. So I'm going to give you $250,000 to go chase your music career. Let me lower it so it makes more sense, guys. You know, they have a minimum 66K to 250. It's like somebody coming up to me and saying, hey, I want to sign you for a single deal. I'm going to sign you for the single deal and I'm going to give you $66,000 to go push this song. Or push 5 songs for a year, and I'll turn around and tell them that's a slap in the face.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Mind you, I'm not turning that much of a profit. Now, I done made some money off my music, but I'm not turning a profit of $66,000. I done made a couple hundred, right? I done made a couple hundred, no bullshit. I'll show y'all a couple hundred, but it's nothing major. I ain't even make $1,000, and I'm saying off of the streaming alone because I just figured out how the streaming work after years. So, you know, y'all put the work in for years as WNBA players. But to say it was a slap in the face, how when the league is not turning a profit? Now, shout out to all the WNBA players. I know I love the ladies, and shout out to all the lady basketball players.
Hello.
You feel me? We're going to pull this up. So we're going to pull it up. So look. So let me go to Google right quick. Watch this so I can reinforce my point, because I don't want people to come at me in the comments talking about, oh, you feel me, this ninja misogynistic and all this type of bullshit. It's like, nah, I want to see everybody go get money. I love to see everybody getting this money. You feel me? It's just got to make sense, bro. Y'all seen that spit fly? It just got to make sense. So WNBA players, WNBA profits. So listen to this, guys. So the WNBA has not been profitable since its inception in 1997. You heard me correctly. The WNBA has not been profitable since its inception in 1997. According to reports, Yahoo Sports says the league is expected to lose $50 million in 2024.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
So when y'all say a deal to give y'all an increase in pay is a slap in the face, how? Like, I understand that they're better than the average player, but are you guys making enough profits to where that deal is sustainable? So the deal is not even sustainable. It's not sustainable. And I'm not saying this hating. Like I said, shout out to the women basketball players. I used to actually help the women's basketball team. I was a practice player to help the women's basketball team when I was in college. Shout out to the Panthers. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know I'm a Panther. Shout out to FIU. What up, FIU? I'm not finna say the names of the girls, but I still remember the names. You know, I give them nicknames right now. Shout out D Money. Shout out Y Money. And I'm using their first name. I'm using their first names. They know who they are. Shout out Y Money. Shout out to the Russian girl. They try to put me down with the Russian girl that was 7'2". Imagine me. I'm 6'1". The Russian girl 7'2". I told one ninja. I said, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She straight. Look, this white lady, you know, she white. I think she had brown eyes. Big ass tall girl. Bro, they ran and the first thing they did, they ran and told this girl. Mind you, I told y'all I was young in college, so they know that I'm a youngin' in college. I'm like 17, 18 at the time. They sitting here telling this girl I got a crush on her. She's sitting there looking at me. I'm looking at her like this.
But what the hell, boy?
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, these people tripping. Who else? Shout out to Chris. I can say Chris because that's her nickname. Shout out to Chris. I remember all these people. Shout out to what's the white girl? Shout out to E Money. E Money, E Money, I thought his girlfriend was straight back in the day. Now everybody's saying I got a crush on his girlfriend. I'm sitting here like this, ninja. What's her name? I forget her name. The white girl too. I'm like, bruh, what are y'all ninjas talking about? Damn, I can't say a girl look good. Yeah, like I said, this marks an increase from the approximate $10 million in annual losses seen in previous years. The NBA, which holds approximately 60% ownership of the WNBA, has subsidized these losses since the league's inception. The continued operation of the WNBA is dependent on this financial backing. So the WNBA is being sponsored by the NBA already. They gave you an increase. I understand they make enough money to where they could give you guys millions, right? But at the same time, when are you going to turn a profit? That's all I'm saying. No hate shit. I love girls basketball. I love guys basketball. If anything, I'd rather watch the girls. But y'all know what y'all got to do, bro. Y'all got to get some blue cotton candy nails, right? Blue, light pink. You feel me? Light blue, light pink. What else? What else, bro? Y'all got to make it normalized to where ninjas wear the jersey. So, for example, y'all got to make it normalized to where the same way I wear a Dwayne Wade jersey. I'm not finna use Dwayne Wade no more because, D Wade. No. Shout out to my ninja Dwayne Wade. I'm saying, like, let's say I wear a Shaq jersey or a Dwayne Wade jersey, or who's playing right now. Let's say I wear a Wemby jersey, or let's say I wear a who jersey. I'm trying to think of somebody that's not too big. We just gonna use Wemby, right? Let's say I wear a Wemby jersey. Let's say I wear a Bronny jersey, right? Let's say I wear a Bronny jersey. You guys have to make it normalized to where the men are wearing the women jerseys, because what the men do, excuse me, I ain't mean to burp, but what the men do, sometimes the women do. So if they see us wearing the jerseys and supporting, the women are going to want to support too. Now, women already support women, I know, but it needs to increase at an exponential rate so you guys can actually turn a profit. Same thing with the shoes. The shoes have to become universal. You guys have to find a way to make the shoes universal. What else? Sell the socks. The clothes, either switch up the clothing and make it more sexy, My bad. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
You need to leave.
Don't get mad at me. Switch up the clothing and make it more sexy, right? Switch up the clothing and make it more sexy to where we want to see it either tighter or shorter. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I just think like a businessman. Switch up the clothing to make it tighter or shorter. And like I said, incentivize men to watch. We understand that a lot of people in the WNBA, a lot of them play for the same team. Another thing you guys have to realize, you guys may be celebrities in your own circle. And I didn't say this. Shout out to the content creator who did. You might be a celebrity in your own circle, but we don't know you, Ninja. I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm saying it to be real. We don't know you. So like I said, the girl who I just pulled up, where's she at? Hold on. I don't know who this is. So they say WNBA players turn down whatever, and they got this girl speaking for the excerpt. I have no idea who this woman is. And she might be big in her own circles, but y'all got to find a way to make it so that we know who you are. We got to know who you are if y'all want to get that paper, if y'all want millions and millions of dollars. Yeah, like I said, run it back. Here we go.
I think we can focus on our players in the union. We got a proposal from the league, which was honestly a slap in the face. And I think we really have to put an emphasis on the players that are in our league right now. But I love to see the league growing. I think, you know, adding these teams in Philly and Detroit, like that's how amazing is that the league can grow. But how cool would it also be to have like a little bit expansion on the rosters? Like, let's focus on the teams that have everything set up right now, and maybe focus on the teams also that find excuses continuously to lack investment into their players before we focus on adding more to the grain of people that can't really be sustained.
Yeah, like I said, man, we just gotta make sure that league is sustainable. Shout out to her though, whoever she may be. I don't know her name. I don't even know what team she played for. I'm just saying that just so you guys know. Let's continue. We got what's the girl name? We got Erica Banks. Shout out to Erica Banks. Erica Banks says she started doing OnlyFans after seeing the kind of money some women were making on there. And as a true hustler, she wasn't about to miss out. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I might have to make me an OnlyFans, Ninja.
What the hell? You need to leave. My God, no way.
I might have to make an OnlyFans, but it's not gonna be the way you ninjas think. I'm gonna have to promote some products on there because everybody making money off of this OnlyFans. I want to make money too. Now I'm here to let you guys know, ladies, gentlemen, they, them. If you come to my OnlyFans, Ninja, I'm here to let you know you will not see my pee-pee, okay? You're not gonna see my pee-pee. So if you come to my OnlyFans, I'm letting you know right now that's not what you're seeing. Here we go.
Eric, what made you go ahead and just get an OnlyFans?
I seen the money that was making on there.
Right.
I said, there's no way y'all making $1 million a year. Shit. If you know me, you know I'm a hustler. You know, I love to get money. I love to find a way to get money. I was selling snacks in school, making $50 a day. Okay? Right. My mama was packing that suitcase.
Boy, I'm about to get a copyright heavy for the instrumental. 10 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands. Here we go.
It's out, juices, snacks, brownies, chips, fruit roll-ups, whatever you want, I had it. And ever since then, I've just always had that mentality. I've always kept a job. I've always been working somewhere. And, you know, I just like having my own money. So anything you is, you get what you see, okay? So these girls is not making these numbers up on the internet. I'm telling you, I promise they not. Take it from me.
Being real, do you feel like the only...
Now, like I said, ladies, if you're trying to do an OnlyFans, lady, and you need somebody to manage you, hit me up, bruh. But you giving up a good portion of the profits, okay? Because I'm gonna make sure that OnlyFans pop off. And if I gotta do that, like I said, this my game, this my business. So yeah, you giving up a good portion of profits, but you gonna have you some money if we set it up right. You gonna have you some money. I'm a businessman. I'm very business minded. Let's get it.
Fans makes people look at you like not a serious artist.
Oh, and also make sure, another disclaimer, we're signing contracts because you're not going to turn around and say I coerced you to do whatever and this, that, and the third. Okay? Yes, sir. And I don't promote OnlyFans. Don't be on OnlyFans, people. Stay away from OnlyFans. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. But I'm saying, if in an unrealistic world, if you want to do that, here we go.
You feel like, nigga, this is 2025. This just is what it is.
I feel like this is 2025 and anything goes.
Eric, what made you?
Like I said, people, the way people think now. This is 2025 and anything goes. Anyways, we got an old excerpt from R. Kelly.
What the hell?
Here we go. Oh. 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 Keep wiping me. Keep wiping me. Keep wiping me.
What the hell? Oh my God. No way.
All right, guys, we got a couple more things, then we're at the main event. My bad, it's a lot because, you know, I'm only doing one stream a day during the weekdays. Hit the like button and answer the poll, people. Quick Coley Blues with the news. We got Utah becoming the first state. First things first, shout out to the Alphabet Brigade, the LGBTQIA+. Pull up to the front of the club, please, form a circle. So Utah has become the first state to prohibit the display of pride flags and other non-official flags on public schools and government buildings through House Bill 77. Although Governor Cox, big pause, did not sign the bill, allowing it to become law, he expressed concerns about its effects on the LGBTQ plus individuals while affirming his support for maintaining political neutrality in schools. Let's see what the comments say. Texas requiring the 10 commandments in public schools. Utah banning rainbow flags in public schools. Y'all, the kids can't read. We have other things to focus on. Yeah, by the way, shout out to Texas. Texas actually just required, they passed a bill now where I believe the 10 commandments are required in all schools. So shout out to the Holy Bible. And I'm here to tell you, if you don't believe in the Bible, guess what, my ninja? At this point, the Bible believes in you. As a woman who's part of the LGBT, we have this comment that says, as a woman who is a part of the LGBT community, I stand by this 1000%. These flags should not be put up in schools. If kids want to know about things like that, it should be up to the parents to give them the talk and educate them, not their teacher, not their principal, and not their classmates. Let's see what else we got. Why do you need to see flags about sexuality? What does that do for you at school? Bars. Imagine being that triggered by a flag and then being triggered by a flag because other people are triggered by a flag. Laughing my ass off.
But what the hell, boy?
What the hell? I don't know. Finally heading in the right direction, but can have a handful of wives. Finally, common sense in the USA. The world is healing. Imagine a community condemning you for just wanting to exist how you want to exist. This is foolish and oppressive. Should have never tried to replace the American flag with it, and this wouldn't be happening. One of the gayest cities, go figure. Hey, man, say, man, I don't know what to say. I'm just bringing the information. Shout out to KB. She said my XP is rising. Appreciate it. I don't even know how it works, to be honest, but shout out to everybody in here. Like I said, man, y'all hit the like button, answer the poll. Ninja, I already know that I'm not that captivating. I am not that captivating. Stop being scared to participate in the show. And shout out to everybody who is participating in the show and I can't see your chats. It's because I can only see the YouTube chat. Y'all just got to donate if y'all want me to see whatever you said. Besides the point, Cody Blues with the news. We got 32 people rescued after being stranded for over an hour on Six Flags, on a Six Flag ride following a malfunction. So on Saturday, 32 people were rescued after being stuck on a ride in Six Flags America in Bowie, Maryland for over an hour due to the malfunction. The Prince George's County Fire and EMS confirmed on X that they arrived on the grounds around 3:25 to assist park staff in getting people to safety. According to a statement obtained by People, a spokesman from Six Flags America reported that one of our rides did not complete its typical cycle and paused before returning to the ground. Safety is a key priority and our team worked diligently to unload all passengers from the ride. No guests were injured. The statement read, the ride will remain closed for a thorough review to determine what caused it to stop. Here we go. We have no. I guess we have no footage on that one. Well, I guess I was the footage. You guys got to see me talk, right? I don't know. All right, let me see what else we have. Let's see. We got two more. Then we're at the main event. Finally, Ninja, we made it. Two more. Then we're at the main event. Let's get it. So, Law and Order with Black Adam. We have a Shaolin monk accused of fathering over 170 children and embezzling $41.3 billion under a new probe. Ninja.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yep. In a scandal that's shaking the Shaolin Temple's reputation, Abbot Shi Yongjin is now under criminal investigation on several fronts. The temple confirmed he's accused of embezzling project funds and temple assets, engaging in long-term relationships with multiple women, and fathering at least one illegitimate child through detail, though detail on the exact number remains vague. Meanwhile, a Hong Kong outlet has sensationally reported that she may have over 170 children with numerous women and allegedly misappropriated $41.3 billion worth of funds.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Yep.
No way.
Yep, that's why I tell you guys, hey man, listen to Target Practice, man. I made that song. I said it was all fake, even charity. I need clarity, because when I came to the realization of what the world actually was, Ninja, imagine my shock. As you guys can tell, I'm very much so, or I like to think that I'm very much so self-aware. So imagine my shock when I came to the realization that nothing is what it seems. Ninja, that issue was so traumatic, Ninja. It was so traumatic. It literally brought me to a dark side of reality, and I had to literally pull myself out from the depths of the deep dark. No pun intended, because I'm Black Adam. The depths of the deep dark. I had to pull myself out of there mentally to get to here positively. I used to think in my head that I was in hell, and I had to pull myself out of hell to get to heaven. Now in my head, I'm in heaven, so you know it is what it is. But besides the point, like I said, I'm very dramatic, so I like to just say what I say, you feel me? But no, for real though. Yeah, bro. Like I said, it's all fake, even charity. I need clarity. I said that in the song. Go listen to Target Practice. So these claims are not verified by mainstream agencies. Amid these allegations, China's Buddhist Association revoked his ordination certificate, citing severe damage to the religious community's image and Shaolin's global standing. That's when y'all be trying to bring me to church, talking about let's go to church. I be sitting there looking at you ninjas like,
But what the hell, boy?
because I'm pretty sure the Bible said church can be at home too. So I do my church at home away from you ninjas, because you ninjas are all corrupt, bro. And y'all sitting there acting like y'all not, bro. I said it, bro. Yeah, I said it, ninja. I said it. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. I'm telling you, some of the people that hurt me most when I was young, and not too young, I'm saying like my young adult years. I know I talk like I'm old. I'm in my mid to late 20s, ninja. I'm not even old. But I'm saying like in my younger years, like when I was in college and shit, the people that hurt me the most, that was closest to me, were actually all members of the church. Can you imagine?
What the hell?
Yep.
No way.
Yep, members of the church. Besides the point, let's see what the comments say. When asked for a comment, the monk responded, "Wu-Tang forever." Wow, your religion is corrupt too. Interesting. Embezzling $41 billion doesn't even sound realistic. Good luck getting him to confess. He took a vow of silence last week. He beat Nick Cannon. Yo, these monks getting exposed. First that girl that piped everybody, and now this. And also, ladies and gentlemen, please remember, I don't say these things as if I have a problem with God. I love God. Shout out to the Most High. I'm just aware that with everything that's going on in today's day and age, right? Between technology, artificial insemination, artificial baby, artificial womb, robots and all this shit, I understand that God is, or the idea of God, not the idea of God, what's the correct terminology? The spirituality that comes with God is not so much so on this earth as we like it to be. This earth has turned very worldly, and that's okay, But a lot of times, personally, in my head, I feel like it's hell on earth. So because I feel like that, that's why I'm very mindful of who I sit there and entertain. Because like I said, I've been in certain situations. I've been around people in certain churches that try to finesse me, ninja. Try to finesse me. And I'm sitting there looking at these ninjas like this. And they sitting there telling me, and then the people that I know that brought me there is sitting there telling me to listen to the bullshit. And I'm sitting there like this. Yeah. So I ain't got no problem with the Most High. Like I said, I keep my Bible on me, okay? I read my Bible. I pray to God, shout out to God, but I don't listen to, I forget the correct terminology. I don't listen to worldly things, okay? And I'm worldly myself, so that's why I tell you guys, question everything, and question everything until you have to question yourself, and at that point in time, you do course correction, okay? You feel me? But like I said, shout out to this comment right here, because we discussed another incident like this. It said, yo, these monks are getting exposed. First the girl that piped everybody, and now this. So we brought up another case where this lady was extorting all these monks for engaging in fornication with her, and she was extorting them for money because they weren't supposed to be doing that, because they took an oath or a vow to never, to be abstinent or whatever the case may have you. And shout out to KB. She said I was married to a PK. Yeah, so there you go, man. I mean, hey, it is what it is, ninja. We listen and we don't judge. We're not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. God says don't judge. I'm just here to pay attention. I'm a student of the game, so I pay attention to what's going on in today's day and age. Last thing, shout out to Florida, Scam Central, Law and Order with Black Adam. Last one, and then we're at the main event. We got a 24-year-old Tampa woman, a Florida woman arrested for posting fraud to social media, telling people to tap in with her so she could deposit and withdraw fake checks from their bank. So yeah, she learned the method. Somebody taught her, as we say back at the crib, somebody taught her the dwet. Y'all know what the dwet is? Have you ever heard of the dwet? They taught her the dwet, and she tried to do the dwet, and she got caught up because she was too shout out with it. And shout out means she was too loud about it, and she was too popping off at the mouth, letting everybody see what she was doing. So yeah, a 24-year-old Tampa woman was arrested for organizing a popular fraud scheme on social media. An anonymous tip led to her arrest, where investigators say they found 117 credit cards, $6,292 in cash, Mary Jane, a Glockiana, and other items at her home. She faces several charges connected to the suspected scheme. Now, listen to this, people. Listen to this. And shout out to KB. KB asked, what is that? A dwet is, I can't tell you what the dwet is, but you just got to look it up. JWETT. But basically, like I said, it's like a play. So a play, right? So the main thing that you guys needed to pay attention to, because like I said, people are very fickle in today's day and age, was an anonymous tip. So she did somebody dirty. Somebody gave an anonymous tip on her. Anonymous. Proximity, likeness, and relation, people. These are the people that are going to get you caught up in today's day and age. So yeah, somebody that was close to her, or somebody she did dirty, she probably hit the okey doke on somebody, and they got mad and they snitched. So yeah, man, good luck to her. Hopefully she figures it out. Hopefully she figures it out. But like I said, guys, in today's day and age, there's nothing wrong with being a square. All right, man, main event. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button. 4, 3, 2, 2. Alright, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button. Ninja. Main event. Tory Lanez lawyers expose errors in Megan Thee Stallion's shooting trial. And the question is, was Tory set up? So the poll in the chat said, chat, do you think Tory did what he was accused of? Vote and tell us what you think. And we got 50% of people saying Tory Tory S**T Meg. And we got 50% of people saying there's 3 sides to every story. Okay, so let us know what you think in the comment section. Let's get right with it. So we got some footage from today's court incident. 1 second. Let me pull this up and let us know what you think. Let me see. 1 second, yo. 1 second. Let me see. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so right here, we have the state attorney. So Tory Lanez had his appeal today. For those of you who don't know, he had his appeal today. And we have the state attorney deeming Tory Lanez's claim of not apologizing for shooting Megan Thee Stallion as nonsensical. Excuse me. Shout out to KB. KB said, I haven't laughed for the last 2 weeks, BA. Thank you. No problem, KB. I know you've been going through it. And like I said, if y'all like what I do, man, you know, follow your boy for more. We're going to keep pushing and persevering regardless of how you feel. If you don't like what I do, it's all good too, but please don't tell me about it. Just hit the block button, Ninja. You don't got to let me know. It's okay. If you don't like what I'm doing, I didn't have you in mind when I was doing the show. Okay. It is what it is. Talk shit, swallow spit, Ninja. Okay. So yeah, during Tory Lanez's appeal, which was today for his convictions and sentence, During Tory Lanez's appeal for his convictions and sentence, the state attorney referred to the rapper's claim that he wasn't apologizing for shooting Megan Thee Stallion as nonsensical. And the question is, Chad, do you agree? Here we go.
Hours after the shooting, appellant made a recorded call to Harris stating that he didn't even remember what they were arguing about, and he wanted to know the hospital where Pete was being treated. He blamed alcohol for the quote-unquote shit that he did. Now, the second one was later that day, appellant sent a text to Pete, to the victim, and that text was preserved. In it, appellant said Pete would probably never talk to him again, that he was sorry, and he blamed again the alcohol for the quote-unquote shit that never should have happened. And then the third and final is the verified Instagram post that I'll also get to. Now, appellant's assertion is that he really wasn't accepting blame for having shot Pete, but for causing a rift in the relationship between Pete and Harris.
Shout out to Tyler. What up, Tyler? Tyler said free Tory. And shout out to the Umbrellas. And also, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion's fan base. Like I said, we not taking no sides. Only reason why I'm biased is because I'm an Umbrella myself. I like Tory Lanez's music, but like I said, if he had really turned around and did Megan dirty like that, Ninja gotta sit. Ninja, you gotta sit. Ninja, you lucky you got 10 years and you ain't getting more. Besides the point. Yeah, so basically Tory Lanez came out and said when he apologized, and we showed you guys those text messages. I might have to pull up these pictures. I should have brought them up sooner. When he apologized for whatever he said happened, he wasn't referring to shooting her. He was referring to just whatever happened between them. And I personally think what he meant when he said sorry, and this doesn't mean that this is factual. And like I said, man, everything you see is for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. I'm not accusing Megan Thee Stallion of doing anything. I'm not accusing Tory Lanez of saying anything. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong. I don't have money. Don't sue me. I have no money. Don't subpoena me. Talking about that. Tory did not pay me, Ninja. Okay? Nobody paid me. Nobody paid me. I'm just saying these things off of my own brain. Okay? I'm assuming that what Tory Lanez was really saying sorry for when it came to the shit that happened, I think he was saying sorry about being caught up trying to sleep with, you know, her and her best friend. You feel me? That's what I think. I could be wrong though. But I think that's what he was apologizing for. Now, when it comes to the glizzy, like I said, the whole thing for me is, why did somebody get, what is it, immunity? I believe Kelsey got immunity, if I'm not mistaken, as soon as the case started. That's very weird. That strikes me as odd. Now, 1 second, I'm trying to find the pictures. Let me see. Nope.
A late night.
Nope.
A late
You
night.
cool,
Nash-
G? Oh my god, my bad, guys.
I don't even want to take dick right now because.
Oh. Sorry.
You need to leave.
My bad. All right, let me see if I can find it, guys. Can I find it?
Fire crew.
Nope.
Miami.
Nope. Nope. I gotta find it, man. Hold on, let me see. A lot of pics. Let me go to my pictures. Here we go. There we go. Found it. All right, so we brought this picture up before. Let me move it out the way. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. You know, you got to screenshot some of this shit because they make it disappear off the net because it might expose and implicate people. But we got the screenshots. So like I said, in this screenshot right here, we have this screenshot right here. When we look at the screenshot, Harris confirms that Peterson shot Pete. And Peterson is Daystar Peterson, which is Tory Lanez. And Harris confirms that he shot, Pete, which is Megan Thee Stallion, right? So let me see if I make it bigger. I can't make it bigger, but this is at 7:27 in the morning, which makes no sense. Like I said with the timeline, makes no sense at all. But this photo shows that July 12th, 7:27 a.m. helped Tory shot Meg and handled me, 911. So my thing is, if this happened at 7:27, how is the footage at 11 o'clock at night? So I pulled up another picture, and when I pulled up the picture, I think it said 4:27 a.m. So they already had the pictures wrong, and it said 4:27 a.m. and it's like, okay, so it said 4:27. It makes more sense, but like I said, when we go to the footage, and we're gonna go to the police body cam footage right now, and let us know what you think in the comment section. It just doesn't follow. The whole timeline does not follow properly. Okay, that's what it comes down to, and that's why Tory Lanez lawyers are saying there were some errors done in this case. Hold on. Meg Thee Stallion police body cam footage. Let's see. 1 second, y'all. So one thing I love about body cams is it shows the time frame, right? So if we look at the time frame right here, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same day. So the day is right there. I'm looking at it. It says 7/12/2020. So July 12, 2020, right? That's what the body cam footage says for those of you who can't see it. So when I go back to that picture, I'm going back to the picture, unless the picture's wrong and the picture is doctored. And that's why I'm of the opinion, guys, that you got to realize, and you have to always remember, and I learned this in a book, shout out to Eli, the media is the fourth branch of unrestricted government. So the media can do what the other branches of government can't do. The media can paint a picture about you, whereas the government can't, because you'll sue the government. Now you can sue the media, but the problem is with the media, you'll never find the original source of who put out the first publication. So you can't sue everybody because you don't have enough money to sue everybody. But once one person puts out the publication, so some person could be like, oh, Black Adam has a baby. Another person. So look, New York Times, Black Adam has a baby. XXL, Black Adam has a jit. Times New Roman, does Black Adam have a baby? Now everybody believe I got a baby. Guess what? I ain't never dropped no kids. So how, Sway? How? Anyways, let me pull up this picture so I can show y'all. 1 second, bear with me. And like I said, let us know what you think in the comment section. All right, so here's the picture. Like I said, July 12th, 2020, July 12th right here. It says 7:27 a.m. So if this is the right picture, and that's how I know this is a wrong picture, and this picture was fake or doctored, how can these messages be at 7:27 a.m.? It's not possible. And the reason why I'm assuming these messages are at 7:27 a.m. is because the way the Apple phone works, when you send a message and you ain't sent a message in a while, you feel me? It shows the last time y'all sent a message. What could possibly be true, right? The last message she sent before the time that it happened was at 7:27. Then she sent the help, Tory shot Meg and handled me, 911. And who Harrison is confirming that to is her bodyguard. However, if I'm not mistaken, the bodyguard came out after Tory Lanez got stabbed up. My bad, YouTube. When Tory Lanez got poked up, after Tory Lanez got poked up, the bodyguard came out and said that Tory didn't shoot the gun. So how? How? It makes no sense, bro. Somebody got to explain that. How? And I'm going to pull that up in a little bit, but hold on. Let me go back to TikTok. Now, Tyler, I don't want to be the one to ask you, Tyler. Why you got them hearts up, Ninja?
But what the hell, boy?
Anywho, I'm going to mind my business. I don't know what's up with Tyler today. Here we go. Like I said, this is 11:34 in the nighttime, people, because it's not the daytime or else it'll be light outside. Here we go.
Show us your hands. Come out with your hands up. Okay? Come out, people passenger, with your hands up. Hands up. All right, move back to the sound of my voice. Keep your hands up. Move back to the sound of my voice.
Let me make it big so y'all can see it.
Back. Keep going. Keep going.
And at this point in time, I guess at this point in time is when he told, that's when he told Meg to get out the car or whatever, the police. Shout out to the 5-0. Here we go, run that back. So I'm trying to see what I'm trying to see at the beginning of the video. You guys can't see it. I'm trying to see that she dropped something out the car and then step on it, because I'm pretty sure something fell out the car. But for those of you guys who can't see it, there's something on the floor. You won't be able to see it because, you know, the way the screen works, but there's something on the floor that I can see because I can make the screen bigger on my computer. There's something on the floor. Boom. And like I said, I'm pretty sure, based off of what I just seen, I'm pretty sure she just stepped on what was on the floor. Now, I could be wrong. She could have stepped right by it. You can't really tell. They'd have to do a deep dive and go, you know, enhance the image and all that. But either she stepped on something on the floor, or she stepped close to something on the floor. Here we go.
Walk back on the sidewalk.
Yeah, keep walking back on the sidewalk.
79, Roger, everybody needs no one in the canyon.
We're gonna help you.
Keep coming back to the sound of my voice.
And Hollywood, they can stand by any their LeBron, Hollywood, or...
Step out of the vehicle.
Hurry up, we're ready to straighten it.
Canyon, murder Hollywood.
He's away from us. Okay, keep moving back. Keep moving. Okay, stop.
Now, ladies, like I said, ladies, pull up to the front of the club, please. Form a circle. Ladies, when the police tell you to do something, stop thinking you're above the law, bruh. I can't stand when y'all do that shit, bro. Do y'all understand that they tell you put your hands up and you turn around and start talking to them? They will bust at your ass, okay? Bro, they will bust at you, bro. Listen to what the police officer said. If they said turn around, don't look at me, do not look at them ninjas, because you're giving them ninjas a reason to bust at you, bro. Here we go. And I believe that's Kelsey coming out the whip or whatever.
Step out of the vehicle.
Yeah, y'all think it's a game, bro. I'm telling you, Clown World, ninja. Y'all really think these people will not shoot you up and say, oh, we thought you had a gun? And then you getting skippy with the police. Come on, bro. All right, so look, fast forward. Like I said, Kelsey, bodyguard. 1 second, y'all. Kelsey, bodyguard. Tory Lanez. Here we go, guys. Like I said, so this is where we're at. Fast forward.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial.
All right, now, first off, let me stop it right there. So they said, and for those of you who didn't hear, my bad that it's slow, that's as loud as it goes, but they said that he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Kelsey Harris's trial, whatever the case may have you, right? So was this ninja in the car or was this ninja not in the car? That's another conundrum. And this is why it's a conundrum, because if he was in the car, since he was the bodyguard and the driver, if he was in the car, why did she have to text him to get the police? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Where it's like, what are the odds? Like, why did she text him about send help, call 911 if he was in the car. I don't know whether or not he was in the car. I'm just saying, because look, run it back.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial.
Bodyguard and driver. Bodyguard and driver. Now, at the same time, let me stop by saying this too. Everything that you guys see is for social media commentary and purposes only. None of this is real. This is based off of available social media information. Past that, Ninja, I don't know what's what, Ninja. None of it's real. I'm not inciting anything. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. We see victims on the pack. Black Pill. Shout out to Megan. Shout out to Tory, Ninja. I'm just saying, Ninja. Okay. I like shows like Law and Order, okay, SVU and shit like that. So it kind of enticed me, and Criminal Minds and shit like that. It enticed me. Here we go.
As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others.
So he said he had close proximity and blah, 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 blah. Here we go.
Mr. Peterson, I'm sorry, Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was...
Run that back.
He was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others.
All right, so he said that the bodyguard was in close proximity to Kelsey and he was privy to conversations that she was having with her husband and others. Now, let's continue.
Mr. Peterson, I'm sorry, Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People. And that.
So he's not under any kind of non-disclosed agreements, no NDAs. He's free to speak with the people.
He was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Miss Harris had where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times.
Okay, so here's what happened from what they said. What they said was that he didn't have the gun, she had the gun, she busted it first 3 times, then he tried to stop her, he moved her hand, and then it shot 2 more times. Now, if that was what happened, that can be grounds for her to say, yeah, he shot her, but he was trying to stop her from shooting, but he still ended up shooting her in correlation to trying to stop Kelsey from shooting. And as far as I know, I'm pretty sure Kelsey got immunity as soon as the case started or whatever and chose not to speak and plead the fifth or something, but we'll look that up to be sure. Here we go.
In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting.
So the passenger side where the gunshots came from was where Miss Harris was sitting. So basically, if this is true, I'm not saying it is true, and this is all for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. If this is true, by correlation, we have to assume that the ninja sitting, we have to assume Tory Lanez was in the front seat, right? Either right here or right here. And we have to assume that this ninja is sitting in jail over 2 women beefing with each other. Let's continue.
This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night. And
yes, and like he said, there was another man. So there was another man that was there. Who's the other man? Here we go.
The only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson. Even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or Was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
Yeah, man, scary times to be a man. Hey, gentlemen, like I said, pay attention. Hit the like button, answer the poll, ninja. Damn. And this is what Megan had to say. Here we go.
If you say you didn't shoot me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't shoot this bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your to say you didn't do it. You figure out how to get the blogs to say you didn't do it. But the one it would have mattered from was you. You should have said I didn't do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say I did not do it? I know who shot me. I said who shot me, and that's why the fuck you in jail. There's no new evidence. Motherfucking witnesses went missing. Why? I wonder why the witnesses went missing. Did y'all pay them? Why y'all showing up now? Why y'all showing up? It's about to be 2024. Y'all still with me. I don't give a fuck what you motherfuckers make trend. Bitch, I can't be too motherfucking evil because God keep blessing me.
Let me see. Let me see 1 second. Let me see. Hold on. Kelsey Harris, Tory Lanez. Let me see. Like I said, as far as I know, Kelsey Harris had immunity. Here we go. Shout out to Joe Budden and the Joe Budden podcast.
A lot of people with a brain thought that it was more likely that two chicks found out they was fucking the same nigga and one of them shot the other one versus two chicks found out they were fucking with the same dude and the dude shot one of them in the foot.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. So when he apologized for her, he apologized for probably getting caught trying to sleep with both of them. My whole thing is, was it about Kelsey or wasn't it about Kylie Jenner or something like that? I don't even know. That's the whole thing where it gets a little bit iffy, because was Kylie Jenner not a part of this, if I'm not mistaken?
But what the hell, boy?
Let's go to Google real quick just to make sure, so we verify our sources. Let me see. Tory. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. Tory Lanez, Kelsey. See what AI says. Kelsey was a key witness in the trial of Tory Lanez for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Harris was a friend and assistant of Megan Thee Stallion and was present during the incident where Tory Lanez allegedly shot Megan in the feet. During the trial, Harris's testimony was inconsistent. And this is AI, by the way, people. This is AI. I'm not making this up. That's AI. But like I said, everything's for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. But yeah, during the trial, Harris's testimony was inconsistent, contradicting her previous statements to police where she had implicated Lanez as a shooter. Here's a breakdown of the key aspects concerning Tory Lanez and Kelsey Harris in the context of the Megan Thee Stallion shooting incident. Kelsey Harris was in the car with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez the night of the incident and witnessed the shooting. Her initial statements and testimony. She initially told prosecutors that she saw Lanez shoot Megan Thee Stallion. However, during the trial, her testimony was inconsistent and she claimed she couldn't recall details or that her prior statements were inaccurate. Contradictory evidence. Despite her inconsistent testimony, a jail phone call between Tory Lanez and Kelsey Harris, where Lanez apologized for the shooting, was a significant piece of evidence used in Lanez's conviction. Defense allegations. Lanez's defense team attempted to shift blame to Harris during the trial, suggesting she might have been the shooter, possibly due to jealousy related to a rumored relationship between Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. What gets even more crazy about this is, like I said, based off of what they said, didn't they say that Kelsey Harris was married? So now let me go look this up. Kelsey Harris married? See, look, and this is where it gets even more weird. So Kelsey Harris is married to a Darian D-Boy Smith. So if Kelsey Harris is married, how, bruh? How How?
But what the hell, boy?
What was she jealous of? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let me go back to TikTok. 1 second. Let me see. TikTok. 1 second, y'all. I'm about to make the point. Hold on. We're just taking y'all back in time through the case. Here we go.
Do with that what you will. He's away. I don't think he's coming home.
Yeah,
that's what I got for you there.
This is what I say. To the first point, I agree. He wasn't charged with assault with a deadly weapon, but he was charged and convicted of possession of a weapon, discharging a weapon, and assault with the weapon.
But that wasn't his weapon, and some people know that.
Yeah,
and it don't have to be his weapon to catch those charges. You know that.
Say that again?
It didn't have to be his weapon to catch those charges.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was his weapon.
Okay, but I'm railroaded if whoever's weapon it was has immunity.
You see that?
That's a different point.
I'm railroaded if that happens. We just always ignore the railroad, not saying that means not guilty. I'm just talking about a railroad. A railroad means I should get a retry.
On what basis? I'm just trying to follow.
Well, Tory was arguing that his representation was incompetent.
Oh, that's a different issue. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
I support you.
All right, shout out to the Joe Budden podcast. All right, fast forward. So Tory Lanez appeal. Fast forward. Here we go.
Are you arguing that any time?
And this is official footage from the appeal today, okay? People hit the like button. Here we go.
Witness is subject to a body attachment that should...
Also, if the volume is low, put the volume up, guys. Put the volume up.
Are you arguing that any time a witness is subject to a body attachment, that should be, that any reference to that witness should be off limits in opening statement?
I think that the prosecutor should be extra careful in such a situation because they're going into this knowing that that witness is not cooperative. So I think that if they say that they hope to produce such a witness, that perhaps would be enough. But here, there was just no hesitation. And I think it's especially true in the case of the evidence that we're dealing with Mr. Peterson, that it was a confession.
And so what was the evidence or indication that the people did not have a reasonable good faith belief that they would be able to produce Mr. Edison at trial?
And free use, YouTube, free use. Listen to this, people.
Actually have no proof of the district attorneys ever speaking to Mr. Edison. The defense was never provided of a copy of any interview that they conducted on this witness. We have no physical evidence. All we have is an email from the district attorney in this case that said, I didn't disclose this and I meant to disclose it, but we are going to call this witness who will say that Mr. Peterson confessed to him. So
there you go. What they're saying is somebody didn't do their job, okay? Somebody didn't do their job all the way, and that's due process. And supposedly this witness have Tory Lanez confessing to him, and Tory, as far as they know, never confessed to anybody. Here we go.
I honestly, despite my best investigations, we cannot find where this statement came from. We cannot ascertain the veracity of these statements.
And what that means is they cannot ascertain the veracity of these statements. That means it was just socially engineered, i.e. it was made up. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. It was fabricated. Here we go.
That's why I think it's inappropriate. I don't think it's always inappropriate. But in this case, with these particular facts, I do feel that it's inappropriate.
And that was the question. Was Tory Lanez jury prejudiced by claim about Megan's security? Let's see if we got some more.
I feel that it would have really tipped those scales to reasonable doubt to find that Mr. Peterson was innocent. And that's why today we humbly pray for exoneration of Mr. Daystar Peterson.
Thank you very much.
And key witnesses in the case, Mr. Sean Hawley, who gave testimony, we're attempting to get a copy of his 911 call.
There you go.
You said Sean Hawley?
Sean Kelly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I thought you were referring to
very
counsel who's female. Okay.
Yeah, no, very close. Yes, Sean Hawley was the attorney. Sean Kelly was the witness.
Okay, got it.
Different spellings also.
Okay.
So obviously we can see that this is favorable. The second question under that three-part analysis with Strickler was it suppressed willfully or accidentally?
Free use, YouTube. Free use. Here we go.
Yes, this evidence was suppressed. All of these different pieces to where Mr. Medesian said, I feel like every day I wake up and I have an email from either the night before or the morning of saying, oh, we missed giving you this.
And this is what I'm saying, where he wasn't given correct due process. They didn't do their job. Somebody didn't do their job, or multiple people didn't do their jobs. And like I said, this is all allegedly and for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only, but it's looking like people didn't do their job. Secondly, there was certain pieces of evidence that was withheld, which means he needs to be exonerated because they didn't do the due process properly. And as far as we know, and I could be wrong when I say this, I'm not a law expert, but if you ever heard of double jeopardy, you can't be tried for the same thing twice. With that being said, let this ninja out. Shout out to Tory. Here we go.
And very respectfully, I say that. And the final component of this three-prong test is, would it have changed the outcome of the trial? Yes, absolutely. If our jury could have heard the full picture, the full accurate
my bad, y'all.
Picture of just the evidence being laid out as it was, without these don't be fooled and, late discovery, I feel that it would have really tipped those scales to reasonable doubt.
So basically,
find that Mr. Peterson was innocent. And that.
So basically what she's saying is, if we got the full scope of information and evidence, the jury would have probably more than likely came to a different conclusion. With that being said, man, that's it for tonight's show. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Tory Lanez. Shout out to the Umbrellas. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Adams. Shout out to the Eves. I'm back in here tomorrow. Deuces, my ninja.